Hello students of first MSc Chemistry. Today we shall see what is aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. Already we have seen what is an aromatic compound. From your knowledge of degree chemistry, first BSc, second BSc or third BSc chemistry, you can say what is an aromatic compound. Aromatic compounds satisfy the 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. If your compound has 4n plus 2 pi electrons, then it is an aromatic compound, where n is equal to any value. N is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you put n is equal to 1, 4 into 1, that is equal to 6 pi electrons. Benzene has 3 carbon-carbon double bonds in conjugation with each other. So 3 into 2, 6 pi electrons are there in benzene. Benzene is an aromatic compound. We studied all these things in our BSc class itself. Now we shall see what is meant by electrophilic substitution reaction. Benzene has 6 equivalent hydrogens. If one of the hydrogen is replaced by a substituent X, then it is a substitution reaction. Benzene is monosubstituted. In the place of hydrogen, we have a group or atom called as X. How the X is substituted? If X is having a positive charge, already in the previous class itself we have defined X is having a positive charge, which it is electron deficient. It will prefer electron rich centers. So such electron deficient species are called as electrophiles, and they attack electron rich center. Suppose if X is having a negative charge, it is electron rich, naturally it will prefer electron deficient centers. So X minus, if X is having negative charge, then it is called as a nucleophile. Suppose if X is a radical, then it is a free radical. Free radical substitution is also possible in organic substitution reactions. So X plus, if X is having a positive charge, it is called as a electrophile. If X is having a negative charge, it is called as a nucleophile. If X is having an odd electron, it is called as a free radical. I already explained how these attacking species are formed. Homolytic cleavage leads to the formation of free radicals. Heterolytic cleavage leads to the formation of positive and negative ions. So any positive or negative ion may act as a attacking species. If X plus is acting as a attacking species, it is electrophile. Then the substitution is called as electrophilic substitution. If X minus, then the substitution is called as nucleophilic substitution. From your knowledge of aromatic compounds, you can say that aromatic electrophilic substitution is commonly observed. The reason is aromatic compounds are rich in pi electrons. So it is easily attacked by the electrophiles X plus. So aromatic electrophilic substitution is commonly observed among the substitution reactions of aromatic compounds. If it is so, then how the reaction occurs? So let us discuss the mechanism of the reaction, namely aromatic electrophilic substitution. What is the mechanism? So I write the mechanism of aromatic electrophilic substitution. See, the mechanism is found to be taking place in two steps. first step, it occurs very slowly. In this step, the aromatic compound is attacked by the electrophile, namely X plus. So X plus is the attacking species, it is the electrophile, it attacks this carbon. Please note the arrow marks. Please follow the arrow marks. Please follow the method by which I am writing the mechanism. If you follow this strictly, it will be very easy for you to write the mechanism and reproduce it in the examination. So electrophile X plus attacks at this carbon. Here, these pi electrons, the pair of pi electrons are used for bonding. Actually, there is a bond between the carbon and X plus. So the pi electrons, this pi electron is used for the bond formation between carbon and X plus. As a result, what happens? A positive charge develops over this carbon. So first, you are getting an intermediate. The intermediate is obtained by the attack of the electrophile X plus. So here you have an intermediate. The intermediate is formed by the attack of X plus. The pi electrons are used for the formation of a bond with X. So a positive charge. These pi electrons are shifted. Here you have a sigma bond between the carbon and the X plus. X plus is used for the bond formation. So CX, a sigma bond is formed. See, now the positive charge is on this carbon because the pi electron is shifted to this carbon. The positive charge is in conjugation with a pi system. So the pi system can be delocalized and you are able to draw resonance stabilized structures. I draw the first resonance stabilized structure. So because of the delocalization, the positive charge comes to this carbon. Again, you can draw one more resonance structure. This pi bond can be shifted. As a result, you get one more resonance structure. In this structure, you have a positive charge on this carbon, hydrogen and X. This is your X. So atom X, substituent X. So the intermediate that is obtained by the attack of the electrophile is resonance stabilized. So when you have a set of resonance stabilized structures, you can represent it by a resonance hybrid, the average of all three structures. That is called as the resonance hybrid. I am drawing the resonance hybrid, the average of these three structures. So this is the resonance hybrid. The pi cloud is partially distributed over the 6 carbons. The positive charge is also partially distributed. So this is the resonance hybrid. And these are all the canonical forms or resonance structures. See, in this resonance hybrid, you have a compound where there is a sigma bond between this carbon and X. So, the resonance hybrid is also called by the name sigma complex. So, in the mechanism of aromatic electrophilic substitution, there is a formation of sigma bond between the carbon in which the substitution takes place and the electrophile which is having a positive charge. X plus is the electrophile. See, the formation of the sigma complex takes place very slowly. So, step 1 is a slow step. Step 1 is a slow step in which you get a sigma complex or resonance hybrid. It is also called by the name valent intermediate. It is also called by the name valent intermediate. So, the valent intermediate is obtained by the formation of a sigma bond between carbon and X plus electrophile. So it is also called a sigma complex. The resonance hybrid is also called a sigma complex. It is also called as valent intermediate. So this is the step 1, which is a slow step. Now let us see what happens after the formation of the resonance hybrid. In step 2, the sigma complex or valent intermediate, if it loses a proton, then we can say that the substitution has taken place. So if H plus is lost and X is substituted, then we can say the electrophilic substitution has taken place. So this is a mono substituted benzene. So this is your sigma complex or valent intermediate. See, this one occurs at a faster rate when compared to the first step. So this is a fast step. And in this fast step, if a proton is lost, then we say the substitution has taken place. So these are these two steps that is involved in the mechanism of aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions. Aromatic compounds, because of their rich electron density, they are easily attacked by the electrophiles. Electrophiles are species with a positive charge. So the mechanism takes place in 2 steps. In step 1, X plus attacks the carbon of the aromatic ring. So there is a sigma bond formation between the carbon of the aromatic ring and the X plus electrophile. I have explained the mechanism, the way by which the sigma bond is formed. See, this is the intermediate that is obtained. The intermediate is resonance stabilized. I have explained the resonance stabilization also. See, the pi cloud can be delocalized. So the positive charge is also delocalized over the remaining 5 carbon atoms. By delocalizing the positive charge, which is in conjugation with the carbon-carbon double bond or pi system, I am able to draw 3 canonical forms. And for these canonical forms or the resonance structures, we are able to draw the resonance hybrid. The resonance hybrid is nothing but the average of these 3 structures. So the resonance hybrid is called as the sigma complex. It is also called by the name valent intermediate. In step 2, the valent intermediate or the sigma complex loses a proton. If it loses a proton, then we say mono-substituted benzene is obtained as a product. Now, boys, we say that the aromatic compound undergoes electrophilic substitution in this way. If it is undergoing electrophilic substitution in this way, what is the evidence for this mechanism? See, any mechanism in organic chemistry should be supported by evidence. Any experimental observation in organic chemistry or inorganic chemistry or in chemistry or in physics or whatever may be in science, any experimental observation must be supported with evidence. What is the evidence? In chemistry, it should be supported with chemical evidence. See, what is the evidence for the mechanism of this reaction? See, we all know that kinetic studies can be carried out. What is meant by kinetic studies? In your UG class, you may remember the famous experiment in physical chemistry, that is hydrolysis of ester. So what is meant by what do you study in kinetic studies? You study about the order of the reaction, molecularity of the reaction. We know what is a first order reaction, second order reaction, pseudo first order reaction. molecularity of the reaction, we say unimolecular reaction, bimolecular reaction, like that. So all these things are connected with the kinetic studies. So when kinetic studies was carried out, see, the rate of the first step, so the first evidence comes from kinetic studies. According to the kinetic studies, it is found that the first step is the slow step and the second step is the fast step. How it is done, how kinetic studies is able to confirm that the first step is the slow step and the second one is the fast step. See, this can be done by kinetic isotopic studies. See, in kinetic isotopic studies, if the hydrogen is replaced by a deuterium, that this is the intermediate that is obtained, sigma complex or valent intermediate. All the 6 protons can be replaced by deuterium. All the 6 hydrogens of benzene can be replaced by deuterium. We have hexadeuteriated benzene. See, here you have a deuterium atom in the place of hydrogen. So the mass differs. That is the difference between the isotopes. Isotopes are, what are isotopes? Isotopes are elements. They have the same atomic number, but the mass number is different. So the isotopic nuclei differ by mass. So in the place of hydrogen, if we have deuterium, then what happens? According to the kinetic studies, we say that step 1 is the slow step. It is occurring very slowly. And step 2 is the fast step. Step 2 is the fast step. If this is true, then what happens if you replace the hydrogen by deuterium? See, if you replace the hydrogen by deuterium, then the rate of the second step is also affected. The second step will vary in the rate of the reaction. See, if that is the slow step, then the rate of the reaction will be affected. Normally, the rate of the reaction depends on the quickness of the reaction. If the reaction is very slow, then the rate is low. If the reaction is very fast, then the rate is very high. So, if the reaction is very fast, then there won't be any change in the rate of the reaction. There won't be any considerable change because it occurs very easily. So, whether the difference is hydrogen or deuterium, the rate of the reaction is very fast. So, the kinetic isotopic studies will not show any change in the rate of the reaction. The kinetic studies for the deuteriated compound will be very slow for the first step. And the second step will be the fast step, quick step. So, whether it is hydrogen or deuterium, that is the leaving group. The rate of the reaction is slow for the first step and the second step is a quick step or a fast step. So this is an evidence for the mechanism of the reaction. So we can say from this evidence, that is from kinetic isotopic studies, we can say that the reaction occurs in 2 steps, namely step 1 and step 2. Step 1 is the slow step involving the formation of the sigma complex or valent intermediate, and step 2 is the fast step in which the proton is lost easily and you are getting a monosubstituted compound. So this is from kinetic studies. Apart from this, you have another evidence from the structural aspect. See, you have a sigma complex or resonance hybrid or valent intermediate. The intermediate can be isolated, isolation of intermediate. Is it possible? The intermediates are reactive. It is possible at low temperature. So, that is around minus 20 degrees centigrade or 30 degrees centigrade. It is possible to isolate the intermediate, namely the sigma complex or intermediate resonance hybrid. So, If the sigma complex or resonance hybrid is resonance hybrid, valent intermediate is isolated at low temperature, then it can be structurally studied by NMR spectroscopy, nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. You are able to study the structure of spectroscopy. You are able to study the structure of the intermediate. So such a study has confirmed that the intermediate, namely sigma complex or valent intermediate, is formed in which there is a sigma bond between carbon and the entrant, namely substituent X. So this is confirmed. The pi cloud is partially delocalized and the positive charge is also partially delocalized over the 6 carbons of benzene. So isolation of the intermediate at low temperature, in which the sigma complex or valent intermediate is studied spectroscopically, it confirms the structure of the sigma complex or resonance hybrid or valent intermediate. So from these two evidence, we have to believe that the aromatic electrophilic substitution takes place by these two mechanisms. So once again I repeat, see, aromatic electrophilic substitution takes place by two methods, so in two steps. So in mechanism, step 1, this is the aromatic compound. See, X plus is the electrophile, it attacks in this carbon. So the bond, pi bond electrons are used for the bond formation between carbon and X. You get a sigma bond. Since the pi electron is delocalized, you get a positive charge. The positive charge is in conjugation with a carbon-carbon double bond. It can be delocalized. So you get one more resonance structure. If this is delocalized, you get another resonance structure. The positive charge comes to this carbon. So the average of these three structures is called as the resonance hybrid, and these forms are called as the canonical forms. This is based on the theory of resonance. So the resonance hybrid is called as your sigma complex or valent intermediate. The formation of the sigma complex occurs at a slow step. Very slowly the sigma complex is formed. If the sigma complex is formed, then it loses a proton very easily at a fast step. You get a monosubstituted benzene. So the mechanism of aromatic electrophilic substitution, so it is also called as the rhenium ion mechanism. Rhenium ion mechanism. These are some of the names for the mechanism of aromatic electrophilic substitution. Rhenium ion mechanism. See, rhenium ion mechanism. For this, according to this mechanism, the mechanism takes place in two steps. Step 1, step 2. Step 1 is the slow step. Step 2 is the fast step. What is the evidence for this one? Evidence comes from the kinetic studies. So according to kinetic studies, if the hydrogen is replaced by deuterium, then there will be change in the rate of the reaction in second step if that one is the slow step. There is no change in the rate of the reaction. So that is a clear evidence that the second step is the fast step and step 1 is the slow step. So we can say that the mechanism takes place in two steps based on the kinetic studies. Step 1 is the slow step and step 2 is the fast step. Further, the formation of the sigma complex and the isolation of the intermediate at low temperature -20 degrees centigrade and the structural studies of the intermediate confirms the formation of the sigma complex in this mechanism. So because of these two evidences, we have to believe that the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction takes place by this mechanism, namely rhenium ion mechanism, involving the formation of a sigma complex or valent intermediate. So what is the reference book for studying this mechanism of reactions, organic reactions? See, we have a textbook. I already told you. You can in the induction of the first MSc class itself, induction program of the first MSc class itself, I told you to purchase a book called as Advanced Organic Chemistry by Jerry March, J. March. It is a book available at the cost of some 800 or 900 rupees. If you purchase this book, Advanced Organic Chemistry, 6th edition is available. Indian edition is available. So if you purchase this book, you can use it for the 4 semesters. You can keep this book as your asset, as your property. Even after completing your MSc Chemistry, if you go for any interviews, you can use the book for the preparation. If you go for the preparation of any competitive examinations related with the chemistry, some of you may become teachers. If you go for TRV examination, some of you may become professors. If you go for NET/SLET, National Eligibility Test, or SLET, State Level Eligibility Test, then you can use this book for your preparations. So it is better you purchase this book. I always used to purchase a book by the students. So dear students, please purchase this book. The book cost is around some 700 or 800 rupees. You can purchase it through online, even through online also. So Advanced Organic Chemistry by Jerry March, 6th edition, you refer this book. Now let us see the individual reactions. In the last class, I have discussed some of the individual reactions with you. See, I told you that there are various reactions, namely halogenation, which you have studied in your degree classes. Halogenation, nitration, sulfonation, Friedel-Crafts reaction. You have 2 types of Friedel-Crafts reaction. One is Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. See, these reactions you have studied in your UG class itself. Now, we shall study about these reactions. We shall study about these reactions. In addition to these reactions, we have to prepare, we have to study a few more reactions that is included in the syllabus. First, let us focus our attention on these reactions which we have studied in the UG class itself. See, we are thorough with these reactions already, and in the last class itself I asked you to go through the notes that is available or textbooks that is available in your UG level. Some of you may have the Organic Chemistry textbook by Ball and Arun Ball. So, let us discuss the mechanism of this reaction quickly. What is this halogenation reaction? See, this halogenation reaction is a simple reaction in which the halogen is substituting a hydrogen in the aromatic ring. So, if benzene is converted into monosubstituted benzene, that is your halogenation reaction. X can be anything: chlorine, bromine, iodine. You cannot expect fluorine to undergo aromatic electrophilic substitution, because fluorine, there is a reason. Fluorine atom being highly electronegative, it cannot be converted into F+. F+ formation is not possible. It is highly impossible because of its electronegativity. F to F-, that is possible. So, halogenation especially fluorination of aromatic compounds takes place by a nucleophilic substitution, not by electrophilic substitution. You must understand the reasons. Suppose if there is a discussion about electrophilic substitution in the Viva Voce, they may ask you, when chlorine, bromine, iodine, all these elements are undergoing substitution through electrophilic substitution reaction, why not fluorine? You should give the reason. Fluorine will not form a positive ion. Whereas chlorine, bromine, iodine, they form a positive ion. So the positive ion will act as a electrophile. See, let us see how the electrophiles are generated. So halogens are existing as diatomic molecules, X2. Fluorine also exists as a diatomic molecule. Suppose if this X2 is combining with a Lewis acid catalyst, generation of electrophile. That is the first step we have to discuss. How the electrophile is generated. See, halogen, if it combines with a Lewis acid, FeX3, chlorine, FeCl3, ferric chloride. Ferric chloride is a Lewis acid. Instead of ferric chloride, we can use ferric halide, you can use beryllium halide, BeX2. Tin Lewis acids, SnX4 can be used. Aluminium halides, AlX3 can be used. These are some of the Lewis acids. So FeX3, BeX2, SnX4, AlX3, all these are Lewis acids. They can be used in the halogenation reaction. All these Lewis acids can be conveniently used. Let us see how FeX3 and halogen, they generate the electrophile. See, X plus FeCl4 minus, FeX4 minus. X can be chlorine, bromine or iodine. So any ferric halide will react with the halogen diatomic molecule to give you X plus and FeX4. In some cases, the halogen molecule form a complex-like structure. See, this is the complex-like structure FeX. So here you have a negative charge separation and this one is your positive charge separation. So it is how the X divides. It is divided by the Lewis acid, namely FeX3. So the X plus can act as a electrophile or the positive charged complex. The end having a positive charge in the complex can act as a electrophile. So as usual, the mechanism involves two steps. In step 1, see our electrophile X plus, it attacks the pi cloud is pi electrons are displaced to give you a intermediate Hx positive charge. It is resonance stabilized. I draw the resonance structures. See, if this is displaced like this, you have the first resonance structure Hx. The second one is drawn. The third one is, by displacing this one, I can draw one more resonance structure Hx. So the average of these structure is your resonance hybrid. The resonance hybrid is called as your sigma complex or valent intermediate. So in step 2, this is a slow step as usual. In step 2, the intermediate sigma complex or valent intermediate, sigma complex or valent intermediate loses a proton. If it loses a proton, then you have the halogenated aromatic compound. So halogenated benzene is obtained as the product. So this is the mechanism of halogenation, which is also a aromatic electrophilic substitution. How do you say that this is a aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction? Once again, we have the evidence. The evidence, as usual, comes from the kinetic studies. According to kinetic studies, the first step is the slow step and the second step is the fast step. So it is also confirmed in the halogenation reaction. So it is believed that the aromatic halogenation reaction is also taking place according to the general mechanism that we have discussed for the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction, iridium ion mechanism. Okay, so kinetic studies confirms. And the second step is the isolation of the intermediate. The intermediate is also isolated in aromatic halogenation reaction at low temperature. So from these two evidences, it is believed that the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction takes place by this mechanism in the halogenation reaction also. So we have to believe from these evidences that the aromatic electrophilic substitution in the halogenation here takes place according to this mechanism. The second reaction that we have to study is our nitration. We all know that what is nitration reaction. In organic analysis also, we have done this test. In organic analysis, third BSc chemistry practicals, how did you confirm the nature of the compound, whether it is aliphatic compound or aromatic compound? You may remember. See, the compound is treated with a mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid, concentrated. It is boiled well and the mixture is poured in a beaker containing water. You may remember this test done by you for the confirmation of aromatic or aliphatic nature of the organic compound given to you in organic analysis. So the compound is taken, it is boiled with nitric acid and sulfuric acid. After boiling, if it is poured over a mixer, poured in a beaker containing water, and if you get a yellow colored solution or precipitate, yellow precipitate is also obtained sometime. It confirms the presence of aromatic compound. What is the reason? See, when you treat the aromatic compound with a mixture of nitric and sulfuric acid, then nitration has taken place. A nitro group enters into a aromatic compound, into the aromatic group. Ring. Nitro group is substituting the hydrogen. Nitration has taken place. So this reaction is called as the nitration reaction, which is taking place by the aromatic electrophilic substitution mechanism only. So first let us see how the electrophile is generated. Generation of electrophile. When you mix a mixture of nitric and sulfuric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, concentrated nitric acid, HNO3, what happens you know? You get NO2 plus as the electrophile, HSO4 minus and H3O plus. If you balance the equation, then put 2 HSO4 minus H3O plus NO2 plus. The equation is balanced. Okay. So this NO2 plus nitro group with a positive charge that acts as the electrophile, that is the attacking species in the nitration reaction. NO2 plus has a positive charge. It acts as the attacking species. So, let us write the mechanism. The mechanism involves two steps. Step 1, in step 1, the aromatic ring is attacked by NO2+. There is a sigma bond formation between the carbon and the nitro group. As a result, this pi bond is used for the bond formation between the sigma bond formation between carbon and the nitro group, NO2. So you have a positive charge here. If this is delocalized, you can draw one more resonance structure. Positive charge comes here. So hydrogen, NO2. If this is delocalized, I can draw one more resonance structure. So these are the resonance structures or canonical forms, and the resonance hybrid is this one. Partial delocalization of pi cloud and positive charge NO2. You have NO2 group here. So this is step 1. As usual, the step 1 is the slow step. Step 2, which is a fast step or quick step. In this step 2, the sigma complex, so this is your sigma complex or valent intermediate. Sigma complex or valent intermediate. If a proton is lost in the fast step, then you have nitrobenzene. So this is your nitrobenzene. The compound is getting nitrated. So nitro group is substituting the hydrogen. Nitro compounds are yellow in color. That is why if you carry out the test for the conformation of nitro compounds, aromatic compounds with nitric acid and sulfuric acid mixture, you get a yellow precipitate. So this confirms that the compound is aromatic in nature. Nitro compounds are yellow in color. See, what is the evidence for this mechanism? That the nitration also takes place by a substitution, namely aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. The evidence as usual comes from the two evidences that is given for the general mechanism. See, step 1 is the slow step and step 2 is the fast step. It is confirmed by kinetic isotopic labeling studies. Kinetic isotopic studies or kinetic isotopic labeling studies. So if the hydrogen is replaced by deuterium, then there is no change in the rate of the reaction in step 2. So this confirms that the step 2 is the fast step and step 1 is the slow step. And second one is the isolation of the intermediate. The intermediate sigma complex or valent intermediate can be isolated. From the NMR spectroscopy or from the structural studies, you can say that the sigma complex or valent intermediate is obtained as a intermediate in the aromatic electrophilic substitution. In nitration also, you can see the nitro group. You can confirm the presence of nitro group in the intermediate, in which there is a sigma bond between carbon and a nitro group. So, isolation of the intermediate. In addition to this, there is one more evidence for the nitration reaction. We know some of the compounds which are having the NO2 plus group ready. See, before discussing the nitration mechanism, I discussed with you how the electrophile, namely NO2 plus, is generated. If you mix two acids, namely nitric and sulfuric acid, concentrated acids, then NO2 plus NO2 plus group electrophile is generated from the mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid. there are some compounds which are having this NO2 plus group readily. For example, we have nitroperchlorates. We know what are perchloric acid. What is perchloric acid? HClO4. Perchloric acid, HClO4. This is a weak acid. This is a weak acid. The reason is the perchlorate ion ClO4 minus is less stable. So it will readily combine. HClO4 undergoes very weak ionization. It shows very weak ionization. Perchlorate ion is very big in size. So because of this, it is possible to prepare some nitroperchlorates. In the place of H plus ClO4 minus, we have nitro group, NO2 plus ClO4 minus. So we have nitroperchlorates which contain the nitro group, NO2 plus group readily. If the reaction is taking place with these compounds instead of a mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid, if aromatic compounds are treated with nitroperchlorates, then the reaction occurs readily. The reaction occurs readily. So from this we can say that the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction, namely nitration, also takes place according to the mechanism, namely arrhenium ion mechanism, in which the sigma complex or valent intermediate is obtained by a slow step, and in the fast step the sigma complex or valent intermediate loses a proton to give you the nitro compound. And we have evidence for this mechanism. The evidence for this mechanism comes from the kinetic isotopic labeling studies and also from the isolation of the intermediate. Nitro compounds, if they are treated with nitroperchlorates, if they are treated with aromatic compounds, then they undergo the aromatic electrophilic substitution, namely nitration reaction readily. So these three evidences confirm that the nitro compounds are formed by aromatic electrophilic substitution from aromatic compounds when they are treated with a mixture of nitric and sulfuric acid. See, the next reaction that we have to discuss is the Friedel-Crafts reaction. The Friedel-Crafts reaction is of two types. One is alkylation and another one is acylation. See, these two reactions are very important because they made industrial, that too, chemical industrial revolution. You must know the history behind this reaction also. As a chemist, you should know the history behind the development of Friedel-Crafts reaction and the success behind this reaction. It has produced the industrial revolution, chemical industrial revolution. I tell you the history. Whenever I teach about the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction, I spare a few minutes for these Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation reaction, because they are very important reactions. One should, as a chemistry student, you should know the history behind the chemical industrial revolution caused by this reaction. See, once upon a time, we were using soaps. Soaps are used for washing purpose. When we take bath, we use soaps, cosmetic soaps, soft soaps, and when we wash our clothes, we use soaps, detergents. So we have ordinary soaps, washing soaps, bathing soaps, and detergents. Detergents for washing clothes. Once upon a time, the soapy material or soaps are made from vegetable oils. The common vegetable oil used for the manufacture of soaps is your coconut oil. So because of the high demand, people's dependence on the soaps and detergents for washing purpose, the coconut oil consumption was more and the price of coconut oil increased sharply. There was a demand for coconut oil. So, the industrialists, they thought of finding a substitute for these soaps. That is, substitute for this coconut oil. Coconut oil, it is a vegetable oil. It is nothing but your aliphatic fatty acid. So the aliphatic fatty ester, the aliphatic fatty ester must be undergoing, must undergo saponification reaction, which we have studied in our UG class itself. Saponification reaction, hydrolysis of ester. Same thing is done with the fatty esters. So coconut oil contains the fatty esters of adipic acid, stearic acid, palmitic acid, fatty esters, triglycerides, glycerol esters, triglyceryl esters of these fatty acids, namely stearic, oleic, palmitic acids. If they undergo saponification with sodium hydroxide, the oil is boiled with sodium hydroxide, it will undergo saponification and you will get the flakes, sodium salt of the fatty acids. So, sodium salt of the fatty acids, on one side you will have the organic matter, organic part, and another side you will have the ionic part. The ionic part will be soluble in water. So, the soap action will be there. So, we are able to produce soaps from coconut oil, vegetable oils in this way. Now, as the demand for oil was growing, people thought of finding a substitute, a chemical compound, just like our sodium salt of the fatty acids. They were able to find out a chemical compound which is capable of removing dirt from the human body, as well as if it is a bathing soap, then you have to remove dirt from the human body or from the cloths. So, the soaps were used for that purpose. Our people were looking for an alternative for soaps made from coconut oil. It was made possible from this Friedel-Crafts reaction. Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation reaction made this one as a reality. That is, we were able to make, the scientists were able to make synthetic detergents. Synthetic detergents from aromatic compounds by applying the Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation reactions. So it is how the chemical reaction has produced the industrial revolution, chemical industrial revolution. Many soap industries were promoted in the United States of America, and the Americans were able to keep this one as a secret for many years. Through patent rights, they reserved the rights. See, if you buy any cosmetic item, you can see the common brand names: Pond's, Unilever. What are these? Pond's and Unilever, they are all American companies. Pond's, Unilever, they are American companies. They have opened companies in India. So in India, it is called as Hindustan Unilever. HUL, Hindustan Unilever. Pond's is the same, we have the same name, Pond's Chemical Industries. So Pond's and Unilever, these are the two industries of United States which made use of these reactions, namely Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. And this reaction, namely Friedel-Crafts acylation and alkylation, is the major cause for the economic growth of United States of America. It is all because of the chemical industrial revolution caused by the Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation reaction. So this reaction played a vital role in promoting the economy of the United States of America. There may be many reasons. Among the many reasons, as a chemist, I can say this is also a reaction which has promoted the Friedel-Crafts alkylation, which has promoted the industrial revolution and the growth of economy of United States of America. So, in the next class, we shall see how the Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation takes place and what is the mechanism. Let me sum up. In this class, we have discussed about the two important reactions, namely halogenation and nitration. They are taking place by aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions. I have explained you what is meant by aromatic electrophilic substitution. If an electrophile substitutes the hydrogen in benzene, it is aromatic electrophilic substitution. I have explained you the reason for the aromatic compounds to undergo electrophilic substitution easily. The reason is the aromatic compounds are rich in pi system, pi electrons, and X plus electrophile is looking for electron rich centers. So the mechanism, namely arenium ion mechanism, takes place in two steps. Step 1 involves the attack of electrophile. It takes place very slowly. You are able to draw resonance structures. They are called as canonical forms. The average of these resonance structure is your resonance hybrid. It is called as the sigma complex or valent intermediate. In step 2, the sigma complex or valent intermediate, if it loses a proton, you get monosubstituted benzene. This is the general mechanism. The evidence for this general mechanism is the kinetic isotopic studies. From these, it is confirmed that the first step is the slow step and second one is the fast step. Even if you change the hydrogens by deuterium, there is no change in the rate of the reaction in the second step. So that indicates the second step is the fast step and the first one is the slow step. So another evidence is from the isolation of the intermediate. If you isolate the intermediate, then you can study it structurally, and from this we are able to confirm the structure of the sigma complex or arenium ion. See, I told you there are many reactions. First we saw the halogenation reaction. Halogenation takes place when a halogen is treated with an aromatic compound in presence of a Lewis acid catalyst. Any one can be used. Ferric halides, aluminum halides, beryllium halides, stannic halides can be used. So in the step 1, X plus the electrophile generated from the halogen and the Lewis acid attacks the aromatic compound, gives you a sigma complex, and you get the intermediate. In the fast step, H plus is lost. You get the substituted compound, halogenated compound. As usual, the evidence comes from the kinetic studies and isolation of the intermediate. The second reaction is your nitration reaction. See, nitration is done with nitric acid and sulfuric acid. I have explained how the electrophile, namely NO2 plus, is generated. You get the sigma complex or valent intermediate. Step 2 is the fast step. You get nitrobenzene in the second step. The evidence comes from the kinetic isotopic labeling studies and also from the isolation of the intermediate. There is third evidence for the nitration reaction. There are some compounds which contain the nitroperchlorates. The nitroperchlorates, if they are treated, they readily give the nitrated compound when they are treated with aromatic compounds. And we saw the history behind the Friedel-Crafts reaction. And let me suggest the reference book. Already I have suggested the reference book. The reference book is your Advanced Organic Chemistry by Jerry Marsh. Follow this book. The book is available in the market for a cost of some 800 or 900 rupees. You can purchase it online also. So in the next class, we shall see the Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation reaction. You can also read about the Friedel-Crafts alkylation acylation reaction in the internet also, and you can verify whether there is a discussion about the history that I have discussed with you. In the next class, we shall see you. We shall meet. Okay? Goodbye.